This is everything that we know about Buling so far. Hey guys, Crow here, and while I was looking through the new versions updates, I found out that Kuru has shared more details about Buling, and nobody's talking about it, so I wanted to go through everything with you guys. So first off, you don't have to ruin your pity and pull Buling. Some people were not happy with her because she's in phase 2, and most of the long-term players that care about the meta already have Phrolova. So like always, Kuru will be adding a new 4-star. So Buling this time to the coral shop, so you'll be able to buy her there. I think it's usually 1 copy for 80 corals, which is pretty good. I mean, it's a lot better than pulling on a banner where you don't want a 5-star, just so that you can get 1 copy of a 4-star. But then guess what? Bam! You got a 5-star instead, and not a single copy of the 4-star that you wanted. But to be honest, I think it's fine if you just skip her for now, since she'll be added to all of the future character and weapon banners after this version is over, so you will be able to assess her eventually. There is no rush. Alright, now let's go through the patch notes for version 2.8. I still can't believe that nobody's talking about this or made a video about it yet. Alright, so let's just scroll all the way down so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. There we go. 4-star resonator, Buling, Electro rectifier, we already know about that, but they also added her combat roles here, support and healer. Yup, they released 2 support and healers in the same version. Next we have damage amp. What type of damage? Resonant skill damage amp. Wait, do they mean skill damage amp here, or will she have like another damage amp? So she could possibly have 2 damage amps in her kit, which would be pretty awesome. I'm guessing the skill damage amp is probably with her outro. And then finally, we have the main thing here, the Electro flare. So yup, Chisa says hi. Buling will be the first character with Electro flare. Alright, so before I talk about Electro flare and what it does, let's first start with the skill damage amp. So we have like 5 or 6 characters that can like benefit from this. So first off, we have Carlotta. Almost all of her damage is skill damage, so yeah, she'll be good with her. Next we have Changli. More than half of her damage is skill damage. The good old Jinhsi. Let me know in the comments if you guys still play Jinhsi or not. Almost all of her damage is skill damage. I hope she gets a rerun soon. Then you have Phrolova. So they'll be in the same banner, which is perfect. I know that most of Prolova's damage is echo skill damage, but skill damage is the second source of her damage. I wouldn't get my hopes up though. Like, I don't know. I can't imagine Buling working with Phrolova. I just don't know why. But yeah, I could be wrong. For the remaining 2 Yinlin mains, yup, she does skill damage too. And then finally we have Yuhu. Yeah, she skill damage. So more than half of her damage was skill damage, if I remember correctly. I don't really use her, and I have a good reason for that. If you are an OG viewer, then yeah, you know why. The thing is, I know that we already have 2 other skill damage jump characters that are 4-stars, like Tao Chi, and yeah, she's just weird to play, to be honest. Like her control region and stuff. Yeah, not a fan of it. But she does have the 38% skill damage amp for 14 seconds. So the next 4-star with the skill damage amp is Lumi. So she's the newest one. The problem with Lumi is that her outro is too short, like 10 seconds. So as long as Buling has a low field time and normal outro duration, she could probably be good. So out of all of the characters that I mentioned, I feel like Carlotta and Jinhsi are the ones that people will use the most with Buling, cause the rest aren't really DPS. I mean, yeah, Changli could work too, but yeah, I don't know. She would probably do better in a quick swap team. Now let's quickly go over what Electro flare does. Okay, never mind, there's like no timing here. Let's look in-game. Right, there we go, found it. So some Electro attacks will apply a stackable Electro flare effect to the target. Okay, the usual negative status. While Electro flare lasts, it deals periodic electro damage to the target. Okay, that's normal. Target loses half of the effect stacks with each instance of damage. Electro flare stacks up to 10 times by default. The higher the stack, the more damage dealt. Alright, so far it's pretty easy to understand. So basically, some attacks will apply Electro flare to the enemy, and then every few seconds, it doesn't tell us when, it does damage to the enemy, and each time it does damage, you lose like half of the stacks. So as you guys can see here, they had 8 stacks on the enemy, and now it's 4 because it did some damage. This stacks up to 10 times, and the higher stacks that you have, the more damage it will do. So yeah, I feel like it would kind of depend on how many stacks of Electro flare Buling will be able to apply on her own. Okay, we have another page, Electro flare 2. At maximum stacks of Electro flare, any new stacks inflicted becomes stackable Electro rage. Okay, so this is Electro flare, and then this is Electro rage. They have different symbols, that's pretty cool. Electro rage increases damage dealt by the next Electro flare triggered. Electro rage is removed once triggered. Electro rage stacks up to 10 times by default. Yup, you can increase it with Chisa, so you'll have 13 stacks. The higher the stacks, the more damage Electro Flare deals. So basically, once you have 10 stacks of Electro Flare, any new stacks that you get, they will be turned to Electro Rage, this one here. And what Electro Rage does is that it increases the damage of Electro Flare. But once you do damage with Electro Flare, you will lose Electro Rage. It doesn't tell us how many stacks. It might be half, or it might be everything, or it might just be one stack. But yeah, just like Electro Flare, Electro Rage can be stacked 10 times. The higher the stacks, the more damage. So yeah, I hope Buling will be able to apply a lot of stacks. That'll be alright. So since Chisa can increase the max Electro Flare stacks, as you can see, her outro will increase the max stacks of negative statuses, which is Electro Flare, and then she also has another thing here for Electro Rage, so she can increase both of them. There we go. This effect is removed once triggered. Again, it doesn't tell us how many stacks is removed. And then Chisa also has the defense ignore here. There we go. If your teammates can inflict or do negative status damage, and then we also have the defense reduction with her Havoc Bane. She'll have 6 stacks, so yeah, 12% defense reduction. And then the attribute damage bonus, 24% if Buling can apply negative statuses. So yeah, they could work together, but the problem is that you have 2 healers. I mean, Chisa heals and shields, and then Buling heals too. So yeah, I don't think that Buling is supposed to be a DPS. But then again, we have Yuhu, who can heal, but she also deals damage at S6. Like, as you guys can see here, support and healer. And then if you go to like her sequences, she does more damage the more sequence that you have. So yeah, it's kind of too early to say, but at least we know now who she can kind of work with. So yeah, overall I would say that there's no rush. Like it says here, obtainable through after the event ends, starting from the next version. Force of Resonator Buling will be permanently available in the future Resonator Weapon Convene and Standard Resonator Weapon Convene. So you have both the limited banners, the weapon and character one, and also the standard banners, both of them. So yeah, you guys will be able to S6 her eventually. There's no rush. And if you really want to right now, like you already have Phrolova and Cantarella, and you're planning on getting Buling, but you don't want Cantarella or Phrolova, like another copy of them, then just buy her from the Coral shop like it says here. Trust me guys, it's a lot better than getting a 5-star that you don't want. Never pull on a banner just because of a 4-star. Alright, so she looks pretty good so far, but don't get your hopes up, man. And yeah, that's everything that we know about Buling so far. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments. Like, I don't know, I haven't seen anybody make a video about this yet, about like legit guys, nobody's talking about the patch notes and the fact that they like tell you what Buling does. Like, I don't know, I was surprised when I looked at this the other day. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Will you guys buy her from the shop, or will you guys like Gamba and try to get her on the banner, or just get her in the future? Like, there's no rush. I will probably Gamba, which is stupid, I know, but yeah, I still haven't learned my lesson from last time. I will Gamba, bro. I will probably pull on her banner, get a 5-star that I don't want, and then start crying and eventually buy her from the shop. But yeah, let me know what you guys will do. Anyways, for more short Wuthering Waves news videos, or if this video helped you, then you can help me by liking and subscribing. Make sure to join the Discord server for the asteroids giveaway. Link in the pinned comment. Just click on the giveaway channel and then yeah, react to the message. Press this button here and then yeah, enjoy the asteroids. And you can also get a free to play or forced to pay tag on our Discord server for free just by joining. You can use this tag everywhere. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and thank you so much for watching.